So I was getting ready for bed, just like winding down for the night, and I haven't heard this song in such a long time, and I heard it coming up into my mind, and I had to take a second here with my Astro dice. It landed on 7, if you can see that, 7. It's backwards for you guys. And I had asked Spirit, like, if it's an odd number, it is a message from a masculine. If it's an even number, it's a message from a feminine. So we have a message coming in from a masculine, and the song is Everything by Muna. And this song is terribly sad. I'm going to be so honest. And it was just kind of like this melancholy feeling that sort of, God, this cat, that sort of showed up. So the core lyric is, everything's about you to me. And it seems like there is a masculine that wants to communicate this sort of message, and we're going to dive deeper into it, but I'm going to read some of these lyrics. Spirit wants me to share some signs, Pokemon, Buddha statues. I'm like looking around my space. Peppermint. I'm feeling like the paper of Bibles, right? That really thin paper, gilded edges, like golden gilded edges on certain things. What else? I just heard like horses running, like the hoof sounds. And like headphones, over the ear headphones. Okay, we're gonna leave that there. So the lyrics here, I saw a beautiful girl on the street. She looked nothing like me, I think. I wanted to call you and tell you about the way that her hair got caught in her mouth. It's interesting because I was thinking this was about you towards this person for my feminines, but the clarification of this dice, because later on, everything's about you to me. They were talking about casualties, 400 and counting. My only question is, how would you feel if one was me? Would you wish we made love again? Would you want to revisit the marks on my skin? Because the world could be burning and all I'd be thinking is, how are you doing, baby? I'm sorry to be so serious. I know you don't like my long face. I'm only here to tell you that I'm eviscerated. And I'm sorry. Yeah, I know you can't stand me this way. But I took hope and half desired. And you are a wildfire and I'm standing in the rain. After everything, everything's about you to me. So there's like this, I don't think you realize the depth of impact that you left on this person. And I'm kind of just seeing them a bit disoriented from the ending of your guys' relationship, because it's very apparent that you guys are not together. And they want to talk to you through me. That's Mercury retrograde's been really pulling this in. They might be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What would you like to say? I just keep hearing, after everything, everything's about you to me. First house, mutable. I'm hearing that they have a very adaptive, personality, like very, very adaptive, where they're just, and maybe that was something you didn't like, is their sort of false behavior. Okay, we're gonna dive. Sorry, this message, I'm kind of all over the place. By the way, if you guys haven't met me, I'm Izzy. I go by 8th House Mercury here. I stream me on my other account where I do evolutionary astrology. The best way you guys can support me is subscribing to my newsletter. It's totally free. Spirit said show that. The Mystic. We're gonna take that out. But subscribing to my newsletter is the best way you guys can support me as a creator. Okay, they see you as the Mystic. You changed their life. They want me to tell you this. You changed their life, their perception. You allowed them to tap deeper into their emotions, to see their feelings in a new light with the flame and the warrior. It's interesting. You actually were that energy for them. Like, And I don't know if it's necessarily the role that you wanted to play in the relationship, but you were a catalyst for this person. I just keep hearing, and after everything, what? Tell me more. What do you want to share with this person? You have the floor here. The Starborn, the Dead End, Venom, the Animal. There's some anger here. I'm going to be honest. There's some anger of like, they saw you, they see your true energy, they see your highest light. And this feels like this is the wall. The dead end is the wall that you put down. It's like, it was that, like the ending blindsided this person and it just whoosh, came down. And the Venom and the Animal, they're saying like, whoa. They now, oh wow, they have to sit with the poison of their own experience instead of you alchemizing and transmuting it. Like, your role in their life was to like show them their potential, and then when you left, it was kind of like there was no more. And the thing about the feminine, right, because I'm talking to my feminines here, the thing about you is whenever you enter a relationship, you take the energy that they exert and you alchemize it and give it back to them tenfold. And it's this circular process, but they weren't ever pouring back into you more. And so now they're like in this weird energy of like, I just really like the Animal and the Venom really, like, I'm just seeing like they are fighting themselves tooth and nail, and I'm seeing almost like a snake biting themselves. Like they are realizing that they're realizing that the enemy wasn't you, it's themselves at the end of the day. Like, and that's what they want to communicate to you. But there is a lot of anger where I feel like until I don't even know if they've realized this yet. No, it's their higher self talking here. They are in a lot of pain, and it's self-inflicted pain. Woof, I did not know this message was going to go this way. That's way too many, but we will take... Oh my gosh. There's so much, like, overwhelming energy. But I said I wasn't going to take these cards. That was too many, but this one, New Moon. Oh my gosh, we literally have a new moon. Okay, this is your guides coming through now with this new moon that's coming up tomorrow. Actually, it's March 18th. They want you to do something specific. I wrote on my Substack about this, so if you want to take a look at it. And I have a YouTube video on it. The Village and... Oh, interesting. The Forest and Anima Mundi. I'm hearing, like, releasing... any lingering pain around this connection to the forest, to sit in ritual with spirit around this. The cave, yeah. There's like an inward descent into yourself that needs to happen for this new moon. I have guided vision journeys linked on my website for those of you who want a guided vision journey to help you with this. I know some of us don't do that on our own. Anything else, Spirit? I'm going to give them one card to talk. The Bridge and Eros. Oh. I get this feeling that they're thinking about you in a intimate way as a form of like trying to connect to you, trying to connect to your sacral energy. Crone here. Oh my son. Jeez. They're really trying to get your attention here. And I don't like that energy. That's super manipulative energy, huh? That's why he showed up. He's very protective. The crone coming out as well. Hecate said, nope, there is not a doorway in which this person can reach you. They're trying, though. So if you get random thoughts of them at night, like their name popping up in your head, that's what's up. They're probably doing some things towards the thought of you. Okay. The unseen, yeah. Hecate. I'm like this, yeah, in the underworld. Okay. Like, you are so protected. There's really nothing that they can do, but I feel like it was important for you to hear this to understand some of those deeper energetic undertones happening underneath. And that ultimately I'm hearing like it's not your responsibility to fix or solve any of this. Like, you left on your own accord, and needed to happen. It needed to be released, and you knew what you were doing, and you're